You're listening to Mike James Rock Show with Dan and Mike.
We're back in the studio for this week's show.
That's why it's all
blue and stuff. So this is our 2000 Trees highlight show.
Yes.
We've got some very fun stuff to show you from a particular interview that you did at 2000 Trees a bit later on. But we're also back in the studio for our radio show. So we are going to cut, as always, to the intro of that so you can see us doing the actual full radio thing.
And we're back in the studio.
We are back in the studio!
Yep, we're going to kick the show off hard this week.
Very, very hard.
It's the new release on Sharp Tone Records of the band 156 Silence.
Sick.
It's from their forthcoming album. It's called People Watching, coming out on the 13th of September on Sharp Tone Records. And we're just about to drop you Better Written Villain.
Let's go! So, as you can tell, we're happy to be back in the studio.
Indeed.
Very, very happy times.
But it was great being at 2000 Trees.
Yes, love having this man back at festivals with me, because it means, one, I don't have to do all of the interviews myself. And secondly, if for those that are watching last week's show, you can see that we actually did a bit of a vloggy wander.
Yeah, we went all over the place, didn't we?
And it's partly because Trees is just so...
pretty.
Yeah, and fun to walk around. Though we are still waiting to hear back about Trees Hot Sauce, because Trees themselves have sold out of nearly all of their merch, and once it's gone, it's gone. So if you want any of that merch that Trees have, then you've got to go across now and find it.
Yeah.
Oh, here it comes.
We've just finished recording the show, so I'm very parched.
Fair enough. And of course, as always, Liquid Death. Alrighty. Maybe I should...
There you go, murdering my thirst. Do you want a swig?
Okay. So I've got to do the show track listing rundown.
Run down the...
Yeah, okay, that's not bad. He's been trying to get me to drink it for a couple of weeks because I don't like fizzy things anymore.
It's not fizzy. It's supposed to be, but it's...
We'll see if it helped or not with the track rundown. Newly hired producer. Are you ready with the countdown timer?
I am.
Okay, so I think I'll do a countdown in post.
Okay.
Yeah.
Retire me.
Yeah. Well, it was your suggestion a few weeks back saying I should get like sort of racing lights or something.
Yeah.
So I've now just given myself a new challenge for post.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
156 Silence with Better Written Villain. Nails with Give Me the Painkillers. Great American Ghost with Forsaken. 4 Years Strong with Bad Habit. Tigress with Bored. Taurus with When It Comes. Drug Church, Demolition Man. Sleep Theory, Stuck in My Head. Distant, The Undying. Defenses Perish. A Killer's Confession, Filth. Rising Insane with Carousel. Stable Hills, Misfortune. Assemble the Chariots with Departure. Tyler Bryant and the Shakedown, Between the Lines. Ice Nine Kills and Real Big Fish doing a cover of Walking on Sunshine. Bones UK with Fix. Scarlet Rebels, Let Me In, Old, and Conversations That Hurt.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And, I'm over time again. I'm over time again, so...
I think next week we put the pressure on and say it's actually like we're doing live radio again.
We only did that for about 10 years.
Minimum.
And I was... I actually got quite good at being able to turn up just at the moment that the mics went up and immediately start the show.
Horrendously frustrating.
Yeah, no, it's probably better that we do it this way, because at least I'm here, because you don't start until I get here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's next then, my friend?
Well, we had the featured 3 of the artwork that has been up as we disappeared behind us. So yours was Stable Hills, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A very sci-fi-y.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I went for quite a dark artwork this week. I've got it up on a screen, which is why I'm looking off there, which was the artwork from Distant with The Undying. Just that one really spoke to me.
Because it actually looks like a proper painting.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's because it does actually look like artwork. And then we get our producer to choose her favourite as well, and she went with Tigress and their artwork for Bored, because, well, it was...
From back here, it's, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very cool bit of artwork.
It's nice.
So that is the show. We are going to roll in to our feature highlights.
It's time for this week's Track of the Week in association with Ramsey.
It is indeed this week's Track of the Week in association with our friends at Ramsey.
Very excited about this one, I have to be honest.
Yes, it's a band that we've championed since day one. Ramsey have championed day one. They just get better and better.
Oh, and just guys, if you're listening as you normally are, you do professional and lovely incredibly well.
Yes, and they've just signed to S-Bam Records.
Very big move for them as well.
With a full album coming out in 2025.
Oh, so exciting.
So this week's Track of the Week is from Slacker and it is called Over and Over.
So that was Slacker with our Track of the Week in association with Ramsey.
Over and Over.
And funnily enough, we've talked about these guys before having pretty much the most inappropriate name because they're one of the hardest working bands that we've actually had a message us over the years.
They played at Isle of Wight Festival recently, and they're doing Rebellion up in Blackpool.
And they did a little announcement of Over and Over, but it's so Slacker because they were driving to the next gig because they're always on tour. I don't think we've they actually got possibly the most amount of shows out of most of the people that we play, maybe only beaten by Frank Carter.
And Turner.
Damn it, I always get it. I'm so glad I don't confuse them in person. But yeah, they've played, at one point they tried to do close to a show a day in the numbers that they play by playing 2 in one day and stuff like that. They're absolute nutcases, but it means that if you're in the UK and you want to watch Slacker, they're probably coming to a place near you soon, or they've just played somewhere near you soon. I mean, they're probably just outside because they've travelled to Exeter to play a show. So, yeah, absolutely love Slacker. Our other feature on the show is one which, at the point of doing this episode and doing our normal radio show, is only about 24 hours old at most.
Yeah.
Which this man found.
Just blew up my timeline, so I was like, yeah.
Yeah, and it's Gwar doing I'm Just Ken, originally by Ryan Gosling.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we have a little...
It's 2023 again.
Yeah, we have a little still here of it, because at the point of us doing this as well, there's no actual official artwork for this, so we just took a really funny still of Gwar singing along in the video for for I'm Just Ken. But it's like when Lordi did the Eurovision Song Contest.
100%.
Yeah, just I love bands that have the theatrical aesthetic, but they're actually just a bunch of guys having a good laugh.
And you still don't like Ghost?
But they're the reasons why I don't like Ghost. It's because they're awful. They're terrible.
Shush.
I mean, what's really funny is I'm the member of the show that's interviewed Ghost, because it was 2015, I think.
Yeah, it was.
And we reckon that it was actually
Forge.
in a Nameless School outfit, because he came out later to say that. So Mike is pretty dedicated to getting a Ghost interview at some point.
I think that's going to happen.
No, I might be ruining that just a little bit with my opinions. But I'm standing by them.
I'm not even going to take you as cameraman. I'll do it in selfie mode.
It's just me coming along and slapping Tobias because no, stop making music. The funny thing is you said at one point this might actually cost me an interview with them. I was like, I'm okay with that. I've already done it for one. I was nice to him in the interview.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Anyway, so going back to Trees, because this is our last Trees highlight show. We go straight into Bloodstock coverage next week because we're very excited for Bloodstock. But no, Trees was just fantastic. We've done quite a few years there where we've watched You and Me at 6 headline.
Yeah.
Enter Shikari. And so we ticked off Don Broco headlining the festival, which was such good fun.
Very, very energetic. Lots of fireworks and bits and pieces.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Don Broco in 3-4 years' time is potentially headlining Download.
Or Reading.
It could happen.
I think second stage at Download, for sure. I think I even had them on my fantasy poster this year as second stage headliners.
Make sure you go back in especially our show feed to the Download highlight show where we do a breakdown of our pretty much favourite bands, but that would go for any festival. I would book the same bands no matter what festival it was. It's always going to be metalcore. But the highlight we have for you now is the YouTube exclusive, partly because we wanted to make sure that the interview could get aired, because there might be a little bit of swearing, not from Mike, who did the interview.
Oh yeah, I'm professional.
And
You can add beeps in now if you want.
but this one was one of those testing interviews a little bit, because you were trying to basically wrestle a bunch of drunk Australians that were having the best time.
To be fair, I think it'd be harder to interview a sober Australian. Not casting aspersions, but they were definitely high octane, considering it was a very late notice booking for the interview as well. Didn't really have much time to do any kind of proper homework, so we just blagged it and talked about food and Weatherspoons, I believe.
Yep, and jokes about Justin Bieber, which was really good.
But he was there.
Next interview. So we're going to cut to a couple of highlights from that, and this one is going to make me work, because the beeping out of all the swear words, that's going to... We're hoping that once I'm done, it's not actually just one long...
Techno track. Beep, 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 beep. Dune Rats remix.
Yeah. So you like the British food then? We love it. There is a trick to eating food in England. You just eat Thai food or Mexican food or Indian food.
Yeah, he goes to the Weatherspoons.
Oh yeah,
one of everything.
Yeah,
Nasty.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Nasty.
Yeah, do the around the world challenge at the Weatherspoons. Start at the top of the menu and then you have to eat everything.
Oh, when you said around the world, I thought from Australia to here, you're just going to try everything in between, which is around the world pretty much.
Maybe the next poster over here can be a Weatherspoons menu, and we'll do all the dates on it.
So just to let you know, Skinny Lister, Calva Louise and Hawks are featured interviews. You can wait 24 hours after this post, there or thereabouts, depending on how well I'm doing on my mental health, for the full interviews that we release as well. So you can catch everything in full on our YouTube channel. Official things done for a hot sec.
Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. But more importantly, write a little comment.
Well, especially with this YouTube-only feature that we have our sort of PMA moment.
Positive mental attitude.
And we decided, because we love Mr. Frank Turner so much...
This was awesome.
Yeah.
This is very special for this show.
Yeah, so we're going to let him introduce his PMA track that he wrote himself.
Hi, I'm Frank Tanner, Mike James Rock Show. In 2016, I wrote a song called Be More Kind when I was on tour in America during the election there, and it seemed like tension was rising, which hurt my heart a little bit. And I was thinking about a poem by a writer called Clive James. He's my favourite writer, and features the line, he said, "I should have been more kind, it is my fate to find that out, but find it out too late." So I nicked it and turned it into my own song. So that song's called Be More Kind.
So, of course, that is Be More Kind.
Yeah, how cool is it to have Frank do that for us?
I mean, I love the guy anyway. He is probably one of the guys that is highest on most billings, that just acts still like he's in the first couple of years of his career and really excited to do interviews.
Well, yeah, he had 3 gigs. He did 2 official ones and a secret one, which we talk about in the interview.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we had an interview booked in with him. I think it was sort of like 1 p.m. lunchtime-ish.
Yeah.
We got on site at 10, and about 10:30, it's like, Frank's already on site. If you're available, we can do the interviews early. And he was just literally loitering around, chatting to it, whoever wanted to chat to. And then went off and played 2 proper shows and a secret gig in the campsite.
And I've watched him treat like us or other independent, really small sort of outlets. He's treated them like they're national mags. The man is just incredible.
Well, it's all about supporting local venues as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
We talked about that in the interview, which you can go back and check out.
That's on full interviews from last week. And we did say that this is the mental health sort of time. So I feel like I should probably check in with you because the last time we were in the studio, we had what we thought was the simplest challenge in the world. Genuinely did think, based on the prank channels, that it was just going to be a bit hot to the tongue, and that would be it.
It was like swallowing caustic soda. And an experience I can only akin to being spiked.
Yeah.
I have not been well mentally for since doing Little Nitro. I've been in a right daze and a funk.
So we're trying to solve that with we've booked because it's birthday season for manager me, and then he's last on the list for that. So we decided that we're going to go a bit silly and go watch things like Inside Out 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine and things like that.
But yeah, it proper scared me, not being able to breathe properly and not knowing how long it was going to last for, and then the days after, like, not being able to sleep properly.
It's not proper knocked him out.
Yeah, it's not just the gut effect, it's the psychological effect of doing something like that when it has such a visceral effect on your body.
I think we're starting to see the reason why we're struggling to find official social media for that company.
But yeah, thank you both for looking after me.
So what you didn't see is that there was a good couple of hours afterwards where we just all sat around and make sure that Mike was actually okay, because genuinely wouldn't respond to his name at one point. And I think I got called every name under the sun, which was justified, as did our fired producer. It's so not the same person, just gets fired every week.
We don't even mention the P word anymore. But yeah, it was an experience that I'm never ever going to do again.
Yes, so that is our hot tip for mental health management this week, is do not take Little Nitro ever.
No.
And
if you do, then you're just as stupid as me, really, because I volunteered to actually take it.
Yeah,
I had heard all about it, and yes, I quite do like hot sauces.
Yep.
But that was just something else. Like hot sauces that go, like the one I have like often is Steve-O's Butt Destroyer. But and that, I think that's about 2.3 million Scovilles, whereas the little gummy it's an intense 9 million all in one hit. Whereas
and you don't get any tongue reaction, do you?
No, but with hot sauce, yeah, you're in control of how much you put in. But with the gummy, you don't know how much is in there. It's just
genuinely, you can tell at the start of him chewing that there's not much. Like, your brain doesn't get prepared, and suddenly...
Sure, you can put the
Okay, we'll put that up there. But
that's why I look like chewing.
And no tongue reaction compared to suddenly having that and the stomach going, there's something bad inside of me. So do not do that prank. Like, just genuinely don't do that as a prank. Challenge anything.
Yeah, we're swearing off that.
He's even convinced me that I shouldn't offer it out as if we had like an absurd amount of subscribers, that I should do it. He was like, no, I'm actually putting my foot down and saying that you shouldn't do it. So it'll have to be like 10 million subscribers.
There we go, there's a challenge.
10 million subscribers and I'll do it. And that's probably never going to happen. I'm not even sure we're going to get 10,000. So I have, like, what? Why are you looking like you want to give us something?
Time.
I'm not doing challenges again.
Okay, so for new producer means joint challenge.
A joint challenge?
Yeah.
Well, that's something different.
Let's make this fair and give you both the same challenge. Pick your colour. Can you keep it in your mouth for 20 seconds, and who will break first? Will I get fired? Probably. Though, can you fire an unpaid member of staff?
Yes.
Oh, I love you guys. We love you too. So, classic little sweet bag here. Retro sweets. For those that don't realise,
TreasureIslandsSweets.co.uk from Bristol. Big ups to you.
So we have these actually have some history with us from years ago at festivals, because I'm doing this very well. They are challenges that we did at Bloodstock and Download, thanks to an old friend that doesn't actually do press anymore.
Take the red pill, take the blue pill. Well, actually, it's green, isn't it? But I'm colourblind, so.
So we've got a mega sour raspberry and a mega sour apple, and apparently we only have to do one.
Oh, okay.
So which one are you thinking you're going to go for? Both. Oh dear Lord. No.
Is it sour?
Oh no, this is bad. No.
The one thing I'm not going to do though is swallow, because the last time our last producer gave me something to swallow, I almost died.
A hamster. Oh, this is bad. How are you okay?
Oh, I've got no feelings inside since 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I'm crying. No, this is not. Oh, I hate you so much.
I provided you with bags.
What, to throw up in?
Yeah.
Oh no. Have I gone past the time limit now?
Yeah, you're 1 minute 30.
Oh, I'm dribbling.
I'm not going to swallow. LD saves the day again. See, once you suck the sugary nastiness off, they're actually quite flavoursome. There's an apple one, I'm pretty sure of it.
Now, once you get the sour sugar off. Okay.
So much nicer than the last challenge. We can keep this producing.
I like the last challenge. I was fine. Alright. To see us do more stupid shit like this, I still look like a hamster because I can't have them on my tongue. Make sure you, subscribe, and I'll do this to myself over and over. Oh my god.
Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
I'm sweating.
And leave us some comments of things that we can stick in our gobs. Bye!
You're fired.